Hi everyone, my name is Sayeth, and I'm here with the exceptional Adam Harvey.
It's great to chat to you. Now, it's a little bit noisy. We're sitting backstage here, waiting to go on and do the show, so forgive the fellas having a yarn in the background, but it's all part of the atmosphere.
It is. What got you into music?
My dad used to brainwash me as a kid with all these old records and cassettes and stuff. You know, he was always playing country music. And then my Auntie Donna, came around to my house one day and she moved into a unit and she found this old guitar and she said, oh, the last tenants that were renting here have left this guitar behind, and she said, do you want it? And I said, oh, I'd love it. And it had no strings or anything on it, so I went to the music shop and they put strings on it for me and sold me a book that shows you where you put your fingers, which nowadays is all on YouTube. And so then I used to sit by Dad's stereo and strum along to all these old Johnny Cash records. And that's how I started.
Wow. Why did you want to become a musician?
Mate, honestly, I fell in love with the stories and the songs and I just could really relate to it. And I think one of the great things about country music is that people really connect with the stories and the amount of times I have someone that will come up to me and say, oh, I love that song of yours, it reminds me exactly of my grandfather, or I love a song you wrote about, we danced at our wedding to that song. So it's beautiful the way people, even though it's a song I've written about my life or whatever, and how other people can listen to that and go, oh wow, that song could be about me.
Very good. Why do you write music for yourself or an audience?
Yeah, I write them probably a bit of both. Mainly for me. And to be honest, mate, John Williamson, who's a great songwriter, he's a really good friend of mine. He came up to me one day and he said, listen, you'll never be frightened to write songs that you think are only about you, because he said everyone out there goes through the same highs and lows and has the same good times and bad times, and he said when you write a song that's really close to your heart and is a really true story about something you did or someone whatever, other people listen to that and they connect with it straight away. And he said that's the secret, and I think he was right. He's done pretty well, John Williamson, so he knows what he's talking about.
It comes up with a guy on screen.
How do you deal with judgment, both good and bad, about your career?
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? One of the things I've learnt to do, Sayeth, is ignore the bad comments, and I've actually had to teach my kids and my wife to, that they'll scroll through. If I put a post up on Instagram or something, and then you'll see 100 really positive comments, and then there'll be one nasty one, and like my wife or my kids used to get really, I can't believe that, and I said, no, forget that. There's 100 really good posts. Who cares about the one nasty one? So you've got to just kind of go straight over your head and just not even worry about it.
Yep, awesome.
You've got some good questions,
Can you describe your creative process? How do you come up with these songs?
Oh, yeah, songs. So normally, I get the idea first. So if I have an idea for a song, then the idea of the song will generally it will decide whether it's going to be a fast, up-tempo song or whether it's going to be a slow ballad. So if it's a song about having a party or, having a big night out or having a beer or whatever, well then that inevitably that idea will be a fast, up-tempo happening song. But if it's a heartfelt song about, being in love with a wife or whatever, then that'll usually that'll be like a more of a slower ballad. So the idea tells you where the song's going to go. And for me, it all starts with the idea.
Mm.
How does music make you feel? How does music make you feel? Excited, relaxed, emotional, happy, sad, inspired?
Yeah, all of those things, mate. I think music's a really powerful thing, community. It's great therapy. You know, it can help you get through really tough times, or if you get picked on, or you know, you're getting bullied or whatever. Music can sort of help you get through that. Music can also help you celebrate the amazing moments in your life, and help you get through the really sad times in life. So, I just love music. I think it's so powerful. And the other thing I've learned, mate, is that music and memories are really closely related. So you can hear a song, and it'll trigger it'll trigger back a memory. It might be the first time you heard it or something, and you go, oh wow, I remember that. You might have forgotten about it. As soon as you hear that song, it's like, oh, I remember, you know. And so it's crazy the way they're both so closely intertwined. That music's my life, and I just love it. And you know, there's nothing better when you play live and you look out at the crowd and you just see the smiles on people's faces, and they're all singing along and they're just having a great time, you know. And I think in a lot of ways we need that. We need to escape from the real world, because there's so much bad news out there, and doom and gloom, whether it's on the internet or on the news or whatever. It's great to just escape and forget about all that other stuff and just let your head in and have a bit of fun for a few hours, you know.
Thank you so much, Adam.
It's been my pleasure, my friend. Hey, good luck with the blog. And I want to know now, where can I go online and follow you? Sayethsmusic.com.
Yep.
Righto, I'll be there. I'll be checking it out. Make sure you check it out.
Thank you. Where can we find your stuff?
You can go to YouTube or Spotify or any of those streaming things, or just go to adamharvey.com.au.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.